for your number 16 quarterback, who is
Kyler Murray, Arizona Cardinals, right? Hey, Kyler Murray, tough year last year. We know that. He was coming back from ACL injury, right? Not totally himself. And then within that, he gets thrusted into, wait, it's my first time in a new offense with this new coach, new head coach, new play caller, all of that. And I'm in the middle of the season and kind of trying to get my feet wet again here, and everybody else is greased up and, full season mode, right? But with Kyler Murray, I mean, I'm not going to break any news here to you, and I don't think I'm going to break news to anybody that's been listening to me talk about Kyler Murray altogether. I mean, incredible talent. Incredible, right? He has incredible talent in every aspect of his game, and he still has untapped potential, right? With him, it's everything negative is pocket related. That's really all it is, okay?
So Pete notes the narrative here on him, and you might agree with this. This might be the negative. Exciting at times, but if you keep him in the pocket, he looks and plays small.
Yes, that is a little bit like we talk about, with Tua and that, hey, big game, gritty, ugly football, right? I'm in the NFC. I might have to play in some NFC East, Northeast type of games, late in the year. The field's slow, and it's just hitting and cold and all that. I don't know. I got to see more before I put more of a stamp of approval on Kyler Murray. Arm is awesome, right? Can get the ball out of his hand as quick as anybody in football, basically, except for maybe the top 2 or 3 guys. But, he can really get it out, right? I mean, he could stand on his back foot and throw it as hard as he wants. Of course, his movement and his running is out of this world good, right? I mean, it's in the upper echelon of football, and he wasn't even 100% himself last year running around and doing that. So all of that is great. Can make eye-popping throws, right? Does have like a little anticipation. Can he get better at that? Certainly. Now, he will miss throws. One of my biggest issues with Kyler Murray is he's way too talented to miss some of the throws he misses. And what he does do, and he has a little mechanical flaw, and I think this is his baseball that gets back into him a little. When he wants to throw it harder, he lets his arm go back even farther. I mean, it sometimes is almost straight behind him. Like his arm is straight. And that, like, no quarterback does that.
That's baseball.
That's a baseball, right? Like, let your arm go, son. Let it go, right? You hear like your baseball coach say that deal. Let it go. Don't worry. It's a baseball, right? He does that at times. But there ends up being a disconnect between his body and what the things Brock Purdy was just talking about with biomechanics to now it doesn't connect and the ball sprays. And you're like, damn, Kyler, like, you're way too awesome. And I watched you the week before and you were throwing strikes and lasers everywhere. And now we can't hit a wide open 10-yard out route and stuff like that, right? So there's some of that creeps into his game at times. But he sees the field pretty damn well, right? He does. He certainly can make off-schedule plays, and he can make a lot of big-time power, explosive plays with his arm. But that pocket stuff, he's too quick to leave the pocket at times, right? When he feels it collapsing, he's not patient enough to just stand there and go, wait, hey, the guy's going to come open. I got to just stand here and throw it. I'm going to get hit, blah, blah, blah. Not the best there. There is some duck and chuck going on there, right? So that happens. And throws over the middle, like I've talked about in the past with Russell Wilson, are an issue to me at times as well. And that's what gets into big man football, right? You're going to play the Eagles in the divisional round next year, right? It's going to be like Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis. Like, they're going to be in your face up the middle. Like, this is just in. Right? So, right, can you stand in there and make a big throw down the middle to Trey McBride, the tight end, or some of the other guys? I know they beat the Eagles in Philadelphia last year, so it's not maybe the best way. Yeah. But they did that with a great running game that day, and he made some sporadic throws. But
it was when the Eagles
were totally dysfunctional, is what I was getting to. They were horrible 17. At that point.
Not full credit for that victory over Philadelphia.
Well, I should say the 49ers or somebody like that. That might have been better. It held more water as far as the point trying to be made there.
So we have some recent video on Kyler Murray. Maybe he's fixed it. Maybe he's not having the ball separate from his body. Here we go. He's wearing the vest. Okay. All right. Good throw over the middle. Nice job. Oh, got the helmet on this time.
Looks good. Wait, he's even out there, Ball didn't come out totally clean.
No, I didn't step into that one.
No, that's just a warm-up throw.
There's Marvin Harrison. So that brings us to the point on the weapons that he has. You mentioned Trey McBride. They had a great connection when he came back. So the 8 games when he came back, McBride had 53 catches for over 500 yards.
Yeah.
So that's, if you say that full season, that's a 1,000-yard tight end.
Yes.
They've got Marvin Harrison Jr.
Right.
They got Michael Wilson, who we like from last year, Stanford, second year now.
Right.
You got James Conner, Trey Benson, the Florida State running back they got. They got some weapons there.
Right.
Well, it'll be interesting to watch them on offense.
Even they got the other Stanford kid, too, from 2 years ago that I liked. That was kind of the tight end, right? Wasn't it Elijah Higgins? Right? Am I wrong about that? I thought.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Right?
Yep, they do. They have him.
So, I like their...
They got Tip Ryman.
They got
from Illinois.
My favorite blockhead in the world.
They got Zay Jones. They got Zach Pascal. So they've got some talent around Kyler.
They do. And in a lot of ways, I think this new offense is going to be better for him. I think this offense is better for him than the Cliff Kingsbury.
In what ways?
Well, I think, one, it's not going to put everything on him all the time. Just get in the shotgun, make a quick decision, make a great throw. If it's not there, scramble and run for us. Like that was kind of his answers with the pass regime. Like they're gonna run the ball. He is gonna have play action pass. They are gonna make him get underneath the center. And one of the things I'm sick of with this whole, because this is college football and it's ruined us that way, where we think we have to play these guys in the shotgun and play spread. And you've heard me say this before. Like you watched him play last year. Some of my favorite plays are when he's underneath center. He gets to play action pass. There's a ton of room, right? He's not a big guy. I just talked about his issues playing in the pocket. So now he's got space to see downfield. He's got a great arm. And what also does that space do? The space gives him all these running lanes. So so sometimes I go, this spread stuff actually constricts people. Now we get underneath the center. Oh, wait, we might have to stop the run. Oh, wait, it's not a run. It all expands, right? Like we talked about with like the Ryan Grubbs and Geno Smith.
Yeah.
The throws are down the field. A smaller quarterback, he can see it all. And now he's got space between the line and where he's throwing the football. Oh, wait, somebody breaks through. Oh, boop, I made you miss. Oh, I still got room to set up and throw. Or I got a ton of room to just run now because you're all down the field worried about Marvin Harrison Jr. and Michael Wilson. Yeah. And I just think some of that, and that the fact that they're going to play more of a team cohesive game, I'd be excited for that. I think it could look a lot differently, and he could surprise us this year.
So he could move up, as he did last year. Was 19 last year, moved up to 16. He was 12 in 2022. Now, in 2001, he was 7th, the highest you've ever had him.
Right.
That was the year that he went 7-0. He was like the MVP favorite.
Right.
It's feeling like that is the peak, the ceiling of Kyler Murray.
Maybe.
It's feeling like that was 7.
He's got to squash what we're talking about.
Best.
He's got to squash what we're talking about. And Kyler Murray might be one of those guys where, we might have feel better too. Like, hey, he's another guy I'd go, hey, he can improve as a leader in his approach and his effect on the football team, right? I think he's one guy where I think he's a great guy. I don't doubt that. I know he loves football. But what happens sometimes with a guy like Kyler Murray is they're so physically gifted, right? They don't maybe worry about the little things. They're like, I'm going to lead you because I'm just going to show up here and be the man, and we're going to win the game, right? College, high school, I never lost a game.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm leading you guys. I'm leading you to the victory, right?
Yeah.
But there's more to it in the NFL, as we know. And you're not always going to be on the best team, and it's Oklahoma. And it's going to be ugly and gritty, and some games are going to be horrible, and you're going to be not that good, and you got to own up to it and do that stuff, and maybe get on a guy every now and then and do that stuff. That, to me, is another place where he could grow and make us feel better about him overall as a player.
Yeah, and as he gets older, he's still, he's going to be 27 in August, but now you're getting the Marvin Harrisons and getting some 20-year-old guys, and you're kind of grown into that.
Exactly.
That veteran spot. Can you grow into a leader in that same capacity?
Yo, what's up? Thanks for watching, homies. You know what's it's the off season, but there's no off season with Chris Simms Unbuttoned. It's the NFL. It goes all year around. All right. So hit subscribe, please, to hear my thoughts on your favorite team, your favorite quarterback, and hey, how this season might unfold as we get ready for the 2024 season. We got a better picture, clearer look now that the draft is over, free agency. We know who's playing quarterback for certain teams. So again, thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe. Peace out, homies. Check you out soon.